I barely got the Vark of God piece roughed in pencil. And I thought, okay, how am I going to approach this? And Aaron Lopresti, being the huge Bernie Wrightson fan that he is, and me being the huge Bernie Wrightson fan that I am, the first thing I thought when I got it laid out was Bernie Wrightson's teaser ad for Mike Kaluta's Shadow #1, 1973. Literally more than 50 years ago. And still very, very vivid in my mind. Didn't really have time to go to the Wi-Fi place and access. I would assume that it would be the first thing that would come up on a search result if you just typed in Bernie Wrightson Shadow, because it's an amazing teaser ad. Even DC went, we have to run this in black and white. There's just no way that you could do anything with this in color that would do it any favors. Anyway, not only was Bernie Wrightson's execution on the Shadow preview piece completely brilliant. He was definitely at the top of his game in 1973. But the concept of it was equally mind-boggling. The shadow lit from below strictly by the muzzle flashes from his .45 automatics. So that's what I was picturing in my mind. Was I don't know if this is exactly what Wrightson's piece looked like. I probably haven't seen it for 35 years, 40 years, somewhere around there. But I definitely had a vivid impression in my mind, and was definitely trying to at least live up to that. Which sort of begs the question of did six guns back in the 19th century, did they have muzzle flashes? And if they did, was their muzzle flash the same as it would have been for a .45 automatic in the 1930s? I'm probably the only person to ask that question in human history. So there you go. It was definitely an experience doing the inking. And it's I would have been curious without having tried to duplicate the concept and the execution. I would never have thought to have asked Bernie, do you retouch your stuff, and did you particularly retouch this piece? In terms of, do you just have this preternatural grasp of what a Winsor Newton brush can do, that you can just lay it in there and it's exactly where it needs to go and nothing else needs to be done? I can get it approximately where it needs to go, but at that point, then I have to go in with a pen and tighten up all of the edges and fill in all the little blank spots and try and get very, very elegant and emotive curves to all of my solid blacks. Did Bernie Wrightson have to do that? And is that like a duh? Well, yeah, of course. There's no way that you could get it 100% perfect just laying it in there. You are going to have to go back in and just sort of picture the meridian, the exact demarcation line between light and dark, and say, okay, are all of the dark areas exactly where they're supposed to be? And does this one need to be this much longer? And does this one need to be this much shorter? Which then segues. This is while I'm doing all of this nattering at you, you'll be looking at my initial inking, which came up to a specific point where you'll hear that in the next segment, God willing. Hi, Aaron. After I got as far as I got videotaping working on the piece, I realized I was at the, quote, don't screw it up, unquote, stage, which meant it was time to shoot a 50% reduction and ink that to check the general densities and overall look, which is what this is, which got, quote, backburnered, unquote, for a couple of weeks while I had my first stab at the Judenhaus 20th anniversary intro, page 1. Quote, Abe Piasek, quote, keep telling my story, unquote, close quote. And an emergency Northern Vark benefit print for James Whaley's 50th anniversary plus, seriously, relaunch of the Northern Light. I did a little bit more videotaping 8 September and went, I'm missing all the fun because I have to keep picking up the video camera and filming and making sure it's filming what I'm doing. So I stopped. 2 takeaways. 1, I've been using glossy white light, adhesive in terms of light, and stock weight in terms of light, adhesive label scraps from Studio Comics Press instead of whiteout a lot. It's much easier to see what you just whited out, so it's easy to modify a re-inked section while not having to guess what's under there. I really recommend it. Anyway, this is my gift to you, the inked photocopy. This now segues into Judenhaus 20th anniversary, page 1.